train, so let's just jump straight in game. Transition time. Yeah, there we go. So, 0-0. Actually, they didn't knife. Now they're knifing, so choosing to knife once more. I'm sorry for that. Some things I just can't control. It looks like Ataxa will win the knife round. And they will probably start CT. So yeah, I'm not Swedish and gay. I'm actually none. I would love to be Swedish. Swedish sounds awesome. But yeah, let's see if we're gonna get live. Yeah, they're gonna go straight live, so pretty cool by the players. And there is my preview screen. Awesome. So, alternate attacks from Germany. Playing for them is Crystal Rack. Eska. I'm not quite sure who that is. Felix and Solik. For Western Wolves, Sender, Kula, Flusher, Devil Walk, and Is So Good, which is Snyder. So this is going to be pretty interesting to see. I think most of the terrorists are actually rushing outside right now. And Rack might get caught very early in the round, and he goes down to Flusher. Now it's all on these CTs to retake the bomb side, but it's not looking good for them right now. Here comes Felix in from behind. With that P2000, he has to watch out for T-Connector. I think he knows someone's in there. There he goes with the headshot. But it's 2 versus 3, and the T-Time, great positions. Oh, he's taken out with a headshot. Oh, Crystal goes for the ninja defuse in the smoke while his teammate. Oh, wow, that was sick. Comes in with the ninja defuse there. Crystal will win the first round. And therefore, it will be 1-0. And if you're getting an ad through the pistol round, that's quite weird. I'm sorry, but that shouldn't be happening. We're not controlling that. Right now, it looks like an inside push, as you can see here. And Eska will be the one to watch. He's come down low, I see, but he will take the first one, though. And here we go. Sender coming in with 1. Rack and the guys coming in from behind. They should be able to take those one. But Flusher has an AK. Look at that double frag coming in for Western Wolves there. Flusher doing a great job. And I think that was actually on purpose. He bought that AK to do that inside rush for pistols and then an AK. You actually, if you can get the bomb down and the AK in a good position, you have a very, very big chance of winning that round here. They did get the bomb planted in the first round, so it's of course possible to find. There you go, here comes in. Can he take the fourth one? Flusher with an absolute beast of a round, picking up 4 frags on his own to protect the bomb. And yeah, getting that round for his team. And please do not use ad block. We need to make the monies off them ads. And we only send them during breaks, so yeah, you can mute it when there's ads. You heard esports. You heard the esport elephant. If you're a Team Liquid guy, you know what I'm talking about. Every time you download AdBlocker, an elephant dies. So please don't download AdBlocker. We need more elephants in the world. But right now, let's talk about elephants. The outside push is going to work out fine for T's, and it's basically going to be a walkover. Rack deciding to wait a bit, taking 1 frag, but eventually dying. And yeah, that's kind of it. 2-1 is the score, though. And someone wants me to say something in Swedish. Not going to do that. I'm going to try to talk Swedish when I get to Sweden next week for DreamHack. But I'm not promising anything. Know a lot of languages. Swedish, not my best. Right now, a couple of frags coming in. Sender did get that double inside. That's a pretty good start. Let's see. Oh, actually, that was not inside. That was outside. And now they just clear the area to win that round, it looks like. Here we go. Bomb is planted. Only Eska remaining. He does have a Molotov. That's going to be wasted. He's going to die. Oh, Gravy Man's going to teach me Swedish. Yay! And no, it's not Swedish workers we use. We use Polish workers for cheap labor, not Swedish. Just to make that clear. But now, enough small talk with the chat. Now it's time for the first buy rounder. We do have Snyder with that AWP of his coming in hot. Oh, he gets blocked by that incendiary grenade. I'm just going to call them all Molotovs from now on. Because incendiary grenades is kind of hard. Maybe we should just call them fire grenades. That sounds a bit more cool. Center though coming in with one, and now they are getting ready to rush this inside bomb side. Crystal and Eska, the only two remaining, and actually as that happens, the guy at Ali dies. Luckily it wasn't a fake, he didn't have the bomb. Let's see if Snyder can take the frag. Yes, he gets it. Now it's up to Crystal to get that reply onto Snyder. They will retake when that frag is taken, but he's not showing himself, so it's kind of hard for the retake to happen. Double frag from Western Wolves, and already now looking oh so very dominant here on DE Train, and they're not CT. This is something I have to stress very much. CT side on Train should clearly be the easier side, and right now Western Wolves will be in the lead 4-1, winning the first buy round here, of course, and they did lose the pistol round, but that was only due to the fact that the CT Ninja diffused in the smoke. And microphone should not be working. Microphone guy. Yeah. But yeah, 4-1. Yeah, it worked before, but now it works better. It's so more awesome now. But yeah, 4-1, and of course, if you just tuned in, hello and welcome. This is the English, or one of the English stream. I'm not sure if there's any other, but we're not the exclusive English stream for this one. Stream for the international qualifier for DreamHack Winter 2012. Of course, organised by the lovely chaps over at hltv.org. And we do have the 3rd and 4th place finisher, which will decide if one of the two top teams or qualified teams drop out, who will go instead of them. And then there's, of course, all for the honours of placing 3rd or 4th. This match between Alternate Attacks from Germany and Western Wolves from Sweden. Right now we did see a Deagle buy, and then the saved AWP from Crystal, and Crystal will once more save his AWP. We'll take a nice little exit frag there. And he's going to survive with his AWP, I think. There's a very big chance of him doing that. Oh! He gets taken out by Kula. We had a little discussion on how to pronounce his name. Is it Kulha or Kula? Like, with the H not being pronounced. If some of you know, please type it in the chat. For now, I'm gonna call him Kula because that sounds a bit more cool. We do have a standard setup here for the terrorist. It is, of course, buy round for both teams. We do have Devil Walk in here, inside, looking to peek out a little bit, and now they are going to battle. Eska is going to take some damage, and he's going to give something in return. And we do have Sender here at the back alley or Ivy. Now 2 guys inside, one of them will go down here in Pop Dog, while the 2 others, Flusher will be holding the T-Connector, and Cooler will be coming in from behind. Let's see Cooler here. As Flusher picks up the first one, they will actually be going inside from the looks of it. Right now, 3 terrorists inside, and Kula will be the one to watch because he is the one with the bomb, and where he goes, the rest of his teams follows. Let's see here, is so good. Of course, Snyder coming in with the first one. Felix with the reply. Now they are going inside. Second frag for Snyder this round. Can he pick up any more with that AWP? Let's see if we can find him. Here he is. Can he take out the 3rd one? He goes for the frag, but gets stopped by the train, and Solik is able to shoot through the train, luckily, but Kula coming in with the reply frag from that one. And now Felix from behind will not accomplish anything. He will fall to the ground. No parachute. Not that kind of Felix. Not the Baumgartner one. Just a guy falling to the ground and dying. Yeah. 6-1. Be the score, and if you take a look at the scoreboard, we do see Flusher with 11 already, and I saw him talking in the match thread on HLTV about how he was going to get 70 frags in 2 maps, and right now is though this guy Felix, who has picked himself up, now probably bought that parachute, picking up the double kill with the Deagle, but it's not going to matter because the rest of his team is slowly dying, and he dies as well. Deagle's proving effective, but not as good as the AKs. Here we go, Rack, the last man standing with the Deagle, will survive for now. There we go, first one coming in. Can he take the second one? Second one is low on HP, but no. Will be a frag for Snyder. And there we go. 71 will be the score. Flusher now picking up the AWP. So he can maybe battle with Solek. And yeah, Eska still not picking up one frag yet. He will though in the future, no worries. Let's see if Flusher can take it. Oh, he gets blocked once more by the Molotov. Very nice reaction from him there, getting away before it actually did serious damage to him. Solek will pick up the first one at the back alley. And here comes Felix, but he's taken out. Solek now looking to do some damage here for the CT team, but it's not going to happen since all the terrorists are going to a place where the CTs can't hit him. Not quite sure with what they want to do right now, really. It looks like they want to push inside in some way. SK will probably... I thought he heard something. Maybe he heard something. There's a smoke no matter what. And he misses his shot. So still waiting now. But the CTs know what's up. They will know that it's going to be a push towards inner. There goes the flash. There goes the push onto lower. And let's see if SK can pick someone up. Oh, it was a fake! Towards outside. Instead, the bomb is now going to be planted by Kula, but he has to plant it before he dies. And oh, okay. Snyder's going to take a frag with only 6 HP remaining. Devil Walk or Tag, I'm not quite sure what he want to be called. He's probably the one to watch. He's in a good position, but also with 100 HP, but he has to take care now. Let's see if we can find... Oh, here he is. Taken out by one, and then it's all on Snyder. Snyder v Crystal. We'll go to Snyder. With a headshot, 7-1 will form into 8-1. And wow, Western Wolves looking so good on DE Train. Because usually DE Train is a very CT biased map. You almost always see the CT team taking the lead early on. A 10-0 lead is not unusual on this map for the CTs, but an 8-1 lead for the Ts, that's unusual. So, Western Wolves looking pretty damn strong here. And of course, attacks not playing with MNL today. SK is the stand-in for MNL as Kula picks up the double. That might affect them a little bit. There goes Solek actually looking quite good this round. Sendy has to... Oh, he picks up the first headshot. Can he take the second one down? The round basically depends on it because Crystal is trying to defuse the bomb, but he has no time. Sendy comes in with the finalizing frag. The last headshot to end that round and make it 9-10. And now attacks need to pull their way back into the game. So 10 rounds played, 11th round coming up here in DE Train. Looks like a very inside heavy push right now. Let's see here, SK not doing any damage whatsoever. Crystal now has to pick up some frags, but he looks away and flashes at the wrong time. We'll get one frag though, we'll get the second one as well. And the question is now, the terrorists, are they going to go inside or will they go straight outside once again? I think they'll go outside. Rack knows what's up and he is ready for this push. He calls it to his teammates and now terrorist moving slowly into the bomb side. Rack looking for the headshot. Picks up one, picks up two. Can he take the third one? No, Sendy comes in, but Sendy's now in a hard situation. Picks up the second one though. He is 1v2, was 1v4, but now 1v2. Can he take the last two here? Doing some damage, but it's not enough. He needs to do more to win this round. He has a CT coming in from behind. That's the hard part. Here's Crystal and here's Felix. See now, Sendy can take it. We're just going to disable the X-ray here for the excitement. He goes for the frag, picks up the headshot. Can he get the 1v4? Crystal is not defusing. Sendy with 11 HP. Can he take the last one? No, he's taken out by Crystal. But does Crystal have time to defuse the bomb? He blocks himself. Oh, and he gets the defuse. Wow, would that have been really sucky if he blocked himself and then wouldn't be able to defuse the bomb. Oh wow, he must have been so mad if that had happened. But yeah, no worries. 9-2. The terrorists still in the lead. Full AK buy-up coming out of them. And attacks, of course, on the CT side also fully bought up with their weapons. Looks like some smoke's coming out of cooler. If I can find him here. There we go. And it will be a side alley push. Solek is the one. Oh, maybe not. It was faked to look like a side alley push, and that's how you can spot a good fake. When even the commentator think it's a fake, then you know it's a good fake. Was supposed to be a side alley, but now going straight inside, planting the bomb, and there goes the grenade for Sendy. Felix has to rack up some big kills, and he doesn't. So round is basically over. Solek will slowly lay down and die, and that will be 10-2 for the Western Wolves players. And yeah, 10-2 is good so far. And just for those of you guys like wanting to know what's up with this game, why is it even played? It's the 3rd and 4th qualifier. It's not going to mean anything. It's not a battle for the seeds. These two teams aren't even going to be at DreamHack. Well, these two teams, if one of the two qualified teams, which is 3D Max or Nexus, drops out due to unforeseen stuff, then actually what this, or at least it's said on the website, that these two teams will be the winner of this one will be the first one to step in for one of the teams who are not able to go. So that's kind of what they're fighting for, the spot to step in if 3D Max or Nexus are unable to go. And the grand final, Nexus vs 3D Max, I don't think that's not for anything, is it? That's just for the pride. That's for the seed? Okay, that's actually quite good. Okay, so the next match will be for the seed, and of course, the most important thing in these two games are for the pride and for the fame. So, yeah, pride and fame, of course, always important in everything you actually do in your life, and very much so also in Counter-Strike. And right now, attacks not looking quite so proud. Western Wolves, on the other hand, looking very nice right now. And there's the first one from Snyder, and now he can draw back because they do have the one-man advantage. Can he pick up the second one there? What goes? Oh, wow, Snyder. What a great player. I never knew about this guy, but now he's just owning everyone, like, seriously killing people all over the place. Let's see what score does he have. Wow. Actually, he's only on 14, which is actually not only because he's one of the top fragging players on the team. Of course, Flosher, the one with the most frags, but look, actually take a second to look at the KDR on Snyder. 14 kills, 3 assists, but only 5 deaths. That's pretty damn impressive, if you ask me. And another thing that's pretty damn impressive is 12-2 as terrorists against the alternate attacks, which are a great team. They're good in Go and Warrior, good in Source, as Crystal and Felix will work together here. Of course, alternate attacks are runner-up in the CSS competition at Copenhagen Games 2012, earlier this year. Big surprise pack. But played very, very well. Last guy's taken out. So, the last round will go to alternate attacks, and that's actually quite important, really, because you get such a good momentum boost from winning that last round, and if you then can win the pistol, everything can happen, really. It's going to be hard because it's T-side on train, but still, everything can happen if you just get the pistol round. But if the pistol round goes to the CTs from Western Wolves, I really don't see any chance of alternate attacks winging this one home. I do only see Western Wolves so far on train. But of course, alternate attacks can still impress me. Let's see Sender and Snyder doing some great work here, getting a couple of frags. It is of course an outside push. Crystal coming in with one, but look at the forces of attacks already decimated. Brought down to 2 players, 1 player low HP dead. 13-3. Already looks like 16-3, but we saw the other day something wild. Aces did save in that last round to play for the draw. Can happen. Oh, okay. Now it probably won't happen. 4 against 5. Behind with 10 rounds. T on train. I don't think it can be any harder than this, actually. Unless you're playing against NIP, of course. But yeah, this is actually the hardest the Counter-Strike game will ever go. Ever get. Will ever go. Ever get. Doesn't really matter because alternate attacks are getting slaughtered right now. And Crystal, even in a good position to take out the CT, won't even do anything. And it's going to be 14-3. I'm not sure if they're going to pause. Okay, they're not going to pause. So that means that alternate attacks already are discussing the tactics for the next map. They don't care for this map anymore. They're already given up, basically. And they're already talking about what should we do to get the next map in our favor. It looks like some kind of a flash outside and then push inside. Here we go. Flusher coming in here with the P9. He gets one. Gets the second one. No, you're taken out by the Deagle here. Crystal holding that area from behind, but Snyder's already in position. Crystal. And now they're discussing where they're actually from, because the attacks players have never heard of these guys before, and right now they're just getting plain old owned. And they're not looking so very content about it, like, where you're from, 1.6 of CSS, like, he wants to know where these geniuses are from. And of course, Western Wolves are former 1.6 players. Let's see here what's going to happen now. Match point, or map point, and the terrorists, of course, buying up because they have to. Double frag coming out. Alternate attacks now. Cooler with that one, and he might be the one to watch as he picks up the guy in T-Connector. He is looking... Oh, wow. Look at the X-ray, guys. They are at side alley, but okay, they actually knew he was coming, so I thought they were drawing back, but they weren't. Now it's 2v3, but Snyder's alive, and that's something you have to take into account. And Flush is also alive. Looking at him through the wall, that might look a bit suspicious, but that's basically the only position to look when you're with an AWP in that position, so no worries there. And actually only position that T can be in to take him out. And question marks coming out. What the fuck? What's going on? No one knows. But I can tell you, it's 14-15, and map has changed. So, I can tell you also that GoTV is not completely fixed yet, and no one actually has thought about letting the server run for a couple of minutes before changing map. And we're going to be on the next map very soon, so do stay tuned here to the channel for the second map between Western Wolves and Alternate Attacks. My name is Risk, and this is ESP TV. Don't go anywhere. So, hello and welcome back. I did not know how to say welcome in French, so no international or no special language intro this time. It will just be the plain old English one. I could do it in Danish, but that's kind of weak as well. But looks like they wanna... they just knifed, but Flusher writes, okay, re-knife in the chat, so I'm like, okay. So they're gonna do that. And we're just gonna wait. We're gonna re-knife. NP French, just hurry. So, we do have the game between the counter-terrorists right now of alternate attacks from Germany. Crystal Rack, and now they are terrorist. Crystal Rack, Eska, the stand-in, Felix and Solik, and of course playing for the counter-terrorists right now, as they are the Swedes from Western Wolves. And when I just get into the game, here we go. They are Snyder, Tech, Flusher, Cooler, and Sender. So, no knife, it looks like. And we'll be going straight live here with the game, so let's jump straight into it. There we go, that was a well-timed transition. Rag and roll. Let's do this. So we will have some kind of tunnels push here in the beginning. Actually, it looks like a straight B push. What a pistol round strat. Snyder here coming in from behind very, very quickly. He will be able to pick up one at least. And a second one probably. No, that's not going to happen. 2v3 now. Flusher and Tech. Or Devil Walk. And he is... What? He is called Devil Walk. Okay. Let's see someone writing that in chat probably. Okay. Ah! Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. So, he is called Devil Walk, but he's showing off his city as well, like he was some kind of rapper. That's pretty cool. Except Devil Walk, the last man standing, but eventually dying, of course. Takes out Ukraine. That's pretty too, but yeah. Full out B push coming in from the terrorist, and right now being one man behind, and there it's evened out. It's now 3v3 as that CT falls to the ground, a bit slowly, but getting there eventually. Of course, bomb planted in B. SMGs for the CT. Let's see if they can hold it. Actually, do okay. The CTs don't even want to go for it. They just want to stay and aim at each other's heads. Double walk here. Probably the one to watch. As he dies, Flusher picks up one though. And the remaining terrorist runs away. So, pretty boring round here, but of course it is an anti-eco from the terrorists, so they want to get their round win pretty comfortably, getting that bomb down early, and now buying up with all the AKs and all the flashes. So definitely going to mean and ruin economy for them if they lose this one. Surely they can't be, as I say that, they're actually going to start out with a frag. But trading a couple of ones, but not really anything that serious. If they're cooler, if he can pick up an AK here at long, it could actually be a difficult situation. And I think that's what they're going to go for. They're going to go for the AKs here at long. Not finding one yet. Oh, they probably tossed all the AKs all the way up and along. Because it's not looking like the T's have anyone right now. As they're going up here. Picks up the one, and now it's only Crystal remaining. As I open the chat, let's see if we can find Crystal here. Picks up the first one. Can he pick up the second one? Yes, he can. Picks up the headshot. 24 HP remaining, and Crystal secures that third round win. And they lost a lot of AKs that round, the terrorists. A lot of AKs, so not sure that they'll have enough money for everything they want. Might be missing some armor, and actually, yes, they will. So, like, with a lot of money and the remaining parts. Okay, look at Crystal. But yeah, they'll have enough money, and the CTs, of course, as well, will be stacked with dollar bills. Flusher now has to take care of that long push that's going to be coming in. He's gonna go straight to the bomb site. The bomb's gonna be planted. He doesn't see it actually. Yes, he does, but he can pick up the frag. Double frag coming in, but the bomb is planted. And that one's count. Let's see if Flusher can come in with yet another frag, but no. Esker picks that one up, and now it is all on Devil Walk. He has to do some damage. Here comes Snyder though, and he can pick up the double, but no. Soleg is not flashed at all, and now Devil Walk has to take out the guy on the site while they do have to worry about the guy at long. And why is he not in pit? Wow. Oh, it's not planted for pit. Oh, wow. And I thought it was. It should be planted for pit. And it's diffused, so no worries. No need to be in pit. Just go up and die. That's the way you should do it. No worries. 3-1 will be the score though. And Crystal, the only one with a weapon and a Molotov. Of course, he had a lot of money, so it kind of matches the economy of the teammates. Esker also with a lot, but he probably wants to buy that orb to drop it next round. There goes the Molotov. As Rack goes down and lower, they are of course stacked up her, so he's going to die pretty convincingly. Dropping the AK around and switching some pistols. Crystal will have a deagle on his hands, but let's see here. I think they are going to fake towards A. And then gonna go run in B, so here we do have Solek, and let's see if the CTs bite the bait. One draws back, but now Solek has to hide or just go lower. Devil Walk takes out Esker. Where are they going now? I'm actually quite curious to see what this is all about. It's not looking good for attacks, this one. The start looked also very promising, but this one not looking good. Actually, there's the headshot. So Flusher now has to pick up this frag. Oh, the round is really going to be hard here for Sender. 24 HP, but both the T's also very low on health. Picks up the first one, goes for the second one as well, and there it is. Nice little double frag. 8 HP remaining for Sender. Clutches that 1v2 to bring the CTs from Western Wolves on 2 rounds now. 6th round coming up. Let's have a look at the scoreboard to see who's leading. Felix is of course leading for alternate attacks, while Kula, Sender and Snyder is sharing that first place for the CTs. Snyder now picking up the orb, drawing away from the smoke. As the 2 terrorists will be making their way into middle. Looks actually like some kind of middle pusher. Here comes Sender. The flash. Can he pick up anything? No, he can't. Snyder tries his luck through the smoke. Cool as picked up by Solek. Here comes Devil Walk. And Snyder already saving his ult. So, going to be a straight up save now for Western Wolves. And the score's going to be 4-2. And while we are waiting, of course, I can tell you to go ahead and like our Facebook page. It is facebook.com/myesplanet. And on there you will have all your updates about everything that's happening in CSGO and StarCraft 2. And also, just a new addition. We do have a giveaway with 2 SteelSeries mouse mats signed by all 5 players from NIP. So if you want to get your hands on those lovely mouse pads, I don't think you'll ever play on them. You'll just hang them up in your house and say, look at this shit. It's fucking amazing. And that was a lot of swearing, 2 sentences, but I don't really care. But yeah, you can win those over at our Facebook page, facebook.com/myesplanet. Or fb.me/myesplanet. Let's see Devil Walk here. 1, 2, 3rd frag not coming in for him, but luckily Snyder's there. Oh, he almost gets Molotov'd off. Does survive somehow. Actually, he doesn't. He goes down, and that's kind of weird with the start they had this round. It looked so promising But now it's only Sender remaining. They saved a couple of weapons, not able to utilize those. And Crystal comes in with the last frag. 5-2. And yeah, go ahead on and like us on Facebook and check out that competition there. I actually think one of the mouse mats are some kind of limited edition. I've never seen it before. It's red. I've never seen a SteelSeries mousepad in full red. I'm not quite sure what's up with that, but it looks pretty slick. Right now, 2 players coming in here to upper from the Western Wolves lineup. Picks up the AK and the grenade. Very important to have that grenade. And Kula has to draw back now. He will die if he faces these two, and that's kind of a very aggressive decision to make, and it's not going to be good for the team. It's not going to benefit them at all. Flusher looking to do some damage to the smoke and the walls, but not able to, and there goes Rack with the triple, taking down 3 members of Western Wolves, and the score is going to be 6-2 for alternate attacks. And now buy round. The counter-terrorists need to get some rounds on the table right now. They need to get this round, and they need to get the next couple as well. Flusher looking to get that frag through the doors, but not completely there. Oh! And he's caught off guard by the terrorist there. Short. And that's going to be an A push suddenly. There's Flusher with the first one. Looking for that second frag, and I'm not quite sure what's happening. Crystal takes out Snyder. There's the Devil Walk. But the push is going to come towards the middle. Solek taking out Kula with a double to the doors. And now only Crystal remaining. Crystal, of course. The bomb. 30 HP. Picks up the first frag. 40 seconds remaining. He has to get at least one more frag before going for that plan, but he won't. Send a stance in the way, and that will be the 3rd round for Western Wolves in this second half. And to be honest, they need to get at least 6 or 7 to take it home as T. So 4 more rounds needed. 3 or 4 more rounds needed for the CTs now. It's actually very possible for them to get it, to be honest. So you Flusher here with the AWP. Has to utilize it. Not sure if he got that frag. I don't think so. No. And it will be an A split once again. 3 short, 2 long. And Flusher once more on that bomb site. Picks up the first one in Felix. It sounds like they have gotten control on that A bomb side on that short push. Sender picks up 1, but we do have terrorists in the pit. Oh, there's Rack with the second one. And as I say, they got control over that A bomb side. The terrorist actually comes streaming in, but Kula takes out the bomb. Now the bomb is down. And actually it was Snyder who took it out. But no worries, Kula also in a good position to guard the bomb. But being picked off by the T's. Now he has to just stand back for a second and not show himself. We do have the 2 terrorists. Can Kula hold them off for long enough? Oh, and look at this position. Nice play by Snyder. Knowing exactly what to do, and picks up the second one in style. 4-6. Looking like a small comeback here after that very, very impressive performance from alternate attacks. Picking up the first couple of rounds and keeping the momentum going. That momentum is now broken. And if the CTs can get this one as well, I think the opportunity of taking this half is in their hands. Molotov missing. Oh, wow. Okay, there's one frag, but that's from lower. It is, of course, Snyder. Kula trying to do something here, but there's coming a flash out. I'm not quite sure if... Oh, he gets in. cover. He does not see that terrorist, and Sandy is the one to pick it up. Goes for the second one as well. Sandy with the second frag bomb is now down at B. And Devil Walker looking for the frag through the doors, but not finding it. Sandy looking quite good in this position. Misses the first bullet, but gets a second one, and now Rack is all that remains. And he is AFK. Oh, he was AFK. He only has a Glock though. 1v4 with a Glock. Not the easiest of tasks. Taken out by Sendy. So Sendy getting a nice 4-man there that round. Making it 5-6. And very easily could make it 6-6 and 7-6 and 9-6. All of a sudden. So looking good so far for the Wolves. Let's see here, Flusher with the AWP. Taking a little bit of damage, but nothing serious. Something serious though is that long push now. Devil Walk does see this and calls for one of his teammates to draw back because he can't possibly hold this by himself. He can pick up the first one though, and he's not even going to do that. We do have another one being taken out, and now Cooler, Snyder, and Flusher has to retake this one. Cooler picks up Solek there, and it's 2v4 now. Flusher needs to do the damage. He picked up that M4, and they're going to hit it from short and long at the same time. There goes the flash at long. Oh, and Flusher just saying, no. I don't want to do this. I'm way too precious to go out and die. Cooler saying, okay, that's not a problem. We still have 5 rounds, it's pretty good. And then he dies. Flusher, he goes down. Now Cooler, the only one remaining, obviously surviving the blast from the bomb. 7-5 is the score, and let's have a look at the money situation for the CTs. 4 spy coming up, and Snyder not really buying anything apart from that P250. The rest of the team is buying all sorts of crazy weapons like FAMASas and stuff. But another long push, and that seems to be really where the terrorists can hit the CTs where it hurt. Sending out. Has to stop them before they get into pit. Or at least that would be the ideal thing. Now they are into the pit, so it's not ideal anymore to be in that position. Now I'm going to draw back, and Flusher is the one to hold the teeth off. But that's not as easy as just saying it. And there's Rat coming in with one Devil Walk with one frag though with the FAMAS, and he has to watch out not to overextend himself. Sender goes down from behind, and there's another frag from Crystal. Now it's all of a sudden 2v4. Cooler picks up one though at long, so that's not even going to help. Devil Walk though can do some damage here. The A-bomb side. Crystal and Felix still alive for the terrorist team. Here we go. Push comes hot now. And there's not much to do here. He needs to pick up the headshot or else it's over for this round. He picks up the frag though, but the bomb is taken away, and Crystal will end it with a headshot as we just take a look into that guy's underpants. 8-5 is the score right now, and the CTs need to get at least one more, and they're going to save this one and then buy up the next. Or maybe not. They're going to buy up what they can now and hopefully get this one, because the next one is not going to be pretty. Felix AFK in spawn. Flusher picks up one, and Devil Walk also, and a very aggressive round coming out of Western Wolves, and Felix the only one remaining in spawn. So 1v5 clutch. Felix arriving a bit late to the party and deciding not quite to go there just yet. He's probably high on shrooms, staring into that wall. Whoa, that's sick, bro. And then he gets shot in the back. I'm not really sure where those kind of parties usually happen, but it sounds quite crazy. But 6-8 is the score, of course. And both sides looking to take this last round. I do think it will fall into the favor of the CTs, as you can see. Felix still high on shrooms. Oh, now he gets moving. He probably took not the advice, but tried to follow the life of DJ Weed and take a PhD in LSD. But didn't really finish. Just ended up on shrooms, staring into walls. Here we go, double frag coming in from Snyder though. Doing good work out long. Oh, short actually this, and he can jump straight in here. But Devil Walk is in from behind to toke those two guys out, and Cooler with the last frag of the round. 7-8 is the score, and yeah, 8-7, 7-8. That's not a bad result for the CTs. Kind of bad for the Ts, but I'm not really sure how Dust 2 is played out anymore. So it could actually be a very even result. So not that bad for both sides. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. Oh, we do see Crystal with 17. So really doing great. And the standing. Not proving to be the best standing in the world. One frag for Escos causes standing in for MNL in the alternate lineup. I'm quite sure that either Flusher or Cooler is a stand-in at Western Wolves, but I'm not 100% sure, so it could be the way around. I think Flusher usually plays for them. And Cooler just taking out double there. Felix the only one remaining. Looking to take a couple of frags. And there we go. And of course, if you do have lag, try to refresh your browser. Refresh your page. Try in a different browser. And if that doesn't eliminate the lag, there's not much we can do really. Then it's a problem with the routing at Twitch. Or some kind of weird bug. And okay, one guy in chat saying Cooler is standing for Hoodie. So that makes quite good sense. Cooler was the only one who I thought I'd never seen before. Flusher, I did remember kind of his name, so yeah. Downey, yeah, of course that's his name. Who's Hoodie? Hoodie's just an unknown player that for some reason just joined up with Western Wolves. Now is famous. Rack with 65 HP, looking to take a couple of frags out before dying. No problems, Brady. Everyone makes mistakes. So right now, score 9-8, as you can see here in the second half, 2-0. Last eco round for the CTs coming up. Then they'll be able to buy, but I think actually my money's on Western Wolves for this one. I think they really can take this third place and all the fame and glory that follows with such an awesome third place finish. Let's see, but all in all, it's just another great match with two great teams. Well, for you guys at home and for me, it doesn't really matter what the prize money is or what kind of tournament it qualifies for. If the match is good, it doesn't really matter what the prize is for it. And if you're a Western Wolves fan, this is a great match so far. Winning the first map, being now in the lead, 10-8 in the second half, and if they can take this first buy round, they are sure to come straight rolling into the remaining parts of this game. Let's see here, Rack. Equipped with the orb. Finding any enemies just yet. And there's a great headshot from Snyder. Taking out Crystal and taking out, looking for more frags here. He's not quite exist in that lower area, but one frag will go to the CTs. Actually, double frag coming to them. Devil Walk here with the bomb. It looks like they want to go towards A, where SK is. And SK does not know how to hide on that bomb side, and therefore will be taken out. All on Rack now, and he's not going to clutch anything. So, first buy round goes straight to the terrorists, and making it 11-8. I think they can actually take it home right now. The CTs are of course demoralized because they lost the first map. And yeah, now are behind. Flush are just trying to work the orb. Cooler. Double frag actually with pistols here. Sandy picking up one though. Now getting onto the A-bomb side, planning the bomb. Rack has found himself an orb. Felix now coming in with a deagle, and that's all on Devil Walk. Devil Walk does pick up the first one. Can he take the second though? Takes out the second. 1v1 now, was 1v3. Can he take the last one to make the clutch happen? Oh, he pulls out the deagle. No! Rack comes in swinging with the AWP. But is that enough time? Oh, that sounds like enough time. Yeah, it is enough time. So, of course, didn't really need to buy a kit there. And round will go to the CTs, but yet another buy from the Ts. So will be quite hard just to take without any work. It will not be an easy round. Solek getting into position for a long push, but it's not going to come. Snyder's going to take out one, but Flusher did die, so and Koala also dying. They need to push into B now if they want to get anything. I think there's only one in there. Yeah, Crystal's the only one in there, and the remaining parts of the team is middle and on A. So now, Devil Walk and Snyder coming from long, going to meet up with Felix at long. Sender probably going short to meet up with Eska. See if we can find Felix. Oh, that's good timing. But it's actually taken out. Wow. That was probably the best timed incendiary grenade I've seen this match, and still doesn't get anything out of it. Now only Crystal remaining. That's actually quite a good turnaround for Western Walls. And Flash is coming in. They know the orb is down there. And yes, there are more matches after this one. We will stream the Nexus versus 3D Max game, which will be in about 45 minutes. And it's going to be pretty damn awesome. Of course, the grand final of the International Qualifier. Playing for the better seed at DreamHack Winter 2012. But here is Crystal. He wants some attention for himself here. Just to pick up a couple of frags, but it's not going to work. It's going to be 12-9. And he's going to save his AWP. That was going to explode. So, here we go. 12-9. And Crystal topping the scoreboard frag-wise with 18 and Rack score-wise with 49. On the CT side, Cooler with 21 frags so far. And Flusher not with so many in the bottom. Of course, Eska still only picking up one in the entire game. And that's not really what you want, like in a match like this. You're not part of the team, but you can show yourself being a stand-in, and then sometimes stand-in perform brilliantly, and they are picked up by a team they're playing for, even another team that sees them or plays against them and thinks, wow, that's awesome. But yeah, not the case here for Eska today, and Cooler's pring is not looking good. Now it's getting a bit lower, so it's not really a problem for him. Do I lack for you? I'm sorry if I do. What a nice guy. Doesn't matter, says Felix. Felix does not care. So, the push. Where will he go? Right now, we're going to have Devil Walk. Picking up one, and a couple of more frags coming in here, and and I think this one is pretty much over. for the CTs. I think this third place will go straight towards Western Wolves, one of the newer teams here in Go. Not so very talented. Oh, actually, they were probably talented at 1.6, but not achieving the best results in the world in 1.6. But now coming in to Go and ripping heads off people. This is one of the, like, at the last real big Source tournament, this is one of the best teams actually there, and they're not bad in Counter-Strike Go either. They beat some pretty good teams here to come here, but Western Wolves just looking so much better right now. We'll probably get the 2-0 victory, because this round probably gonna end out 16-9. Let's see here. Tech. City Devil Walkers from Rep and Tech. Picking up one. Wow. What is he doing in that smoke? What is he doing in that smoke? That's a good question, because this round is not even barely interesting. Crystal wall. Okay, he was behind that wall waiting. But yeah, Crystal is going to survive with the orb, but it's not going to mean that he's going to get an insane amount of frags or win the round or anything crazy. He's just going to stay here in tunnels and wait it out. Might even get one frag, and yeah, he's just waiting here, Crystal. So, 15-9 coming up. And the question is, will Western Wolves take this straight to 69, or will Attacks have something to say about it? Of course, Crystal the only one now with a weapon. Probably, I don't think he's going to battle with his teammate. And there's a lot of weapons being dropped. They seem fairly confident that they will win this round. This is an amount of weapon that you don't just drop if you're not thinking about what you're doing. But no worries, it looks quite good for them. They lost one man, but damaged S got down to 22 HP. And Cooler coming in with a double. Cooler here with the AK-47. Moving his way onto the A-bomb site. So late with one. And one more frag coming in here. Flush also with a frag. And Crystal is the last one. It will be 60.